Hello everyone, welcome back to Positive Mind with Stephen Akindayomi. In today's episode, I'll be talking about time and chance. Life will present you with chance at right and wrong time. Time and chance means we have control of our lives, but we don't have total control of it. Time and chance determine how long we live on this earth. Anything can happen at any time, and we have no control of that. Do good and live your best life because you don't know the date of your death. It is true that if you don't know where you are going, you will end up someplace else. And I can affirm that you can't always plan the outcome of life, because no matter how perfect your plan is, life has a way of rearranging it. There are laws created by God that generally govern the universe. However, chance sometimes happens, and what seems as though it should be is not what is. So, you got to stay strong to overcome tough times, because there are so many things that life is. As such, no matter how many breakthroughs or success you attain in life, trials will continue to exist, and the only way you are going to get through it is if you persist. Like Solomon said in Ecclesiastes 9:11, I have seen something else under the sun. The race is not to the swift, or the battle to the strong, nor does food come to the wise, or word to the brilliant, or favor to the learned, but time and chance happen to them all. Strength grows in the moment. When you think you can't go on, but you keep going anyway. Solomon wondered, if this life is all there is, then why does this life make more sense? In a world that makes more sense under the sun, the swift will always win the race, and the strong will always win the battle. Yet, it does not always work that way. Learning is not about speed. Understanding a concept is not about being able to do it fast. It is about being able to engage with the concept in multiple contexts and in a deep way. Learning is not about memorizing facts and procedures. It requires being creative and approaching the same problem from multiple paths. Also, learning does not take place when things are easy. It requires difficulty. Embrace mistake as prime learning opportunities. Approach learning with a growth mindset. That alone can overcome certain obstacles and enable quicker assimilation. Understanding that your brain is a complex organ that continues to grow throughout your life and offer limitless potential. I have seen people who didn't take chances when presented to them, and I can tell you that I have once been in that spot. My candid advice is that you should stop letting your potential go to waste because you don't feel confident already enough. People with half your talents are making serious waves while you are still waiting to feel ready. So, what are you going to do today? Are you going to blindly move on through the day, living moment to moment, or are you going to make this day count in your life? It is the choice we all have to make, and you are no different. But for you, today may be a little different with the right choices. Make them count. Everything that you are doing is either moving you towards the things that you want to accomplish in life, the person you want to be, the wealth you want to accumulate, or it's moving you away. Things count. Everything counts. The law of accumulation says that everything counts. How can you tell what your values really are? Stephen Covey once said, be sure that as you scramble up the ladder of success, it is leaning against the right building. Many people work hard to achieve goals that they think they want, only to find at the end of the day, they get no joy or satisfaction from their accomplishments. They ask, is this all there is? This occurs when the outer accomplishment is not in harmony with your inner values. You should not let this happen to you if you want to be happy in life. Aristotle also said that the ultimate aim or purpose of human life is to achieve your own happiness. You are the very happiest when what you are doing on the outside is matching with your values on the inside. When you are living in complete alignment with that which you consider to be good, right, and true, you will automatically feel happy and positive about yourself and your world. So stay tuned as we continue on this episode. As we continue in today's episode, I would like to share something a friend once asked me. He was wondering if it was not better to wait for the right time than to just take action. And my response to him was, time and chance is not inactive. Let those who are idle know that this world is not a waiting room. It is a ground to struggle, where actions take place. Let the inactive remember that we are born to act and not to be a spectator in life. Choices are hard. The constant hustle and bustle of our busy modern lives can sometimes take it toll. As someone who is constantly working on one project or another, I know as well as anyone how difficult it can be to take care of yourself when you are always in a state of hustle. Taking proper care of yourself is essential, though, not only for your happiness and well-being, but also to help you reach your goal. When you get burnt out and worn down after neglecting your needs, the quality of your work begins to suffer as much as you do. This is why it is so important to learn how to take care of yourself while at the same time maintaining a busy, goal-oriented pace. The wisest man thought to ever live sat one evening in his beautiful palace, reflecting about life, and declared by inspiration the word of Ecclesiastes 9:11. In his thoughts, he concluded that the happening in a man's life are a function of time and chance. Simply put, the times, seasons, and opportunities of your life determine what you make of life, and not necessarily your skill, talent, or qualification. It is a reminder that there is a higher force that controls life. The wise man calls it time and chance. Nothing happens in your life by accident. Every event is a connected piece of a series orchestrated by time and chance. It can be hard to discover what our passions in life are, let alone being in a position where you are able to earn money from doing what you love. However, that is the beauty of life for the most part. It is the pursuit that is the greatest journey, and once we find that one thing we want to do for the rest of our days, we just hope we can earn our money while doing it. Let's dive into the scripture again. John the Baptist didn't deserve imprisonment. After all, he was the forerunner of the Messiah and the voice of repentance in the community. Plus, he was Jesus Christ's cousin. So, he sent a message to Jesus asking, are you really the Messiah, or should we keep looking? Let me just paraphrase John's mind in my own thoughts. When are you going to get me out of here? When we're faced with the realities of time and chance, Paul's response is somewhat different. It does not, therefore, depend on a man's desire or effort, but God's mercy. Human inability drives Paul to God's mercy, and grace in the book of Romans 9:16. The randomness of life should drive us to God. Now listen. You will say today or tomorrow, we go to this or that city, spend a year there, carry on business and make money. Why? You do not even know what will happen tomorrow. What is your life? You are a mist that appear for a little while and then vanish. Instead, you ought to say, if it is the Lord will, we will live and do this or that. This is from James 4:13-15. Have you ever been there? Have you ever wondered, where is God when I'm hurting? And it feels even worse when you are working for Him. Talking about unmet expectation. The Jesus who walked on water, cast out demons, and raised the dead could easily have saved John the Baptist, but He didn't. Instead, He stepped backward, which essence say, don't worry, everything on target. The kingdom is being built. You fulfill your assignment well. This probably wasn't the answer John hoped for or expected. He was looking for solutions to temporal problems, while Jesus was busy establishing an eternal kingdom. So, next time God doesn't seem to meet your expectation or time frame, it is not that He does not care. It is that He sees the bigger picture and is handling issue you can't begin to comprehend. So, trust Him and believe in yourself. Like Martin Luther King Jr. once said, human progress is neither automatic nor inevitable. Every step toward the goal of justice requires sacrifice, suffering, and struggle. The tireless exertion and passionate concern of dedicated individual. The truth of the matter is that a man can get discouraged many times, but he is not a failure until he begins to blame somebody else and stop trying. When we have a deep understanding of who we are and what we want for ourselves, we discover not only what our passions are, but who we would like to become. We envision a life and lifestyle that we crave and want. As we hop from job to job or business idea 1 to business idea 2, we will never be content until we land on an opportunity that corresponds with what we want for ourselves. We can change what we do, but we will never be satisfied until we pursue our deepest desires. If you are considering jumping into a new endeavor, make sure it is something you want to do and establish your motivation for its pursuit. Otherwise, you may find yourself changing in the short run due to unfulfillment. We've seen people treat this world like it was a permanent home. It is not. You've seen people who pour time and energy into life like it will last forever. It won't. You've seen people so proud of what they have done that they hope they will never have to leave. They will. We all will. We are in transit. I'm sure you've heard the story of the tortoise and the hare, a tale in which the slow tortoise managed to overtake and win the race against the overconfident hare. It teaches us that we can be more successful if we are slow and steady, rather than quick and impulsive. As human, we do compare our views of success with the achievement of others, especially as an entrepreneur. We have a template of what we think success should look like that is often influenced by a competitor in the industry, and it can be hard to motivate ourselves during days where we just don't seem to be winning at this game at all. As an entrepreneur, you are the business And if you stop, so does your business. In conclusion, because of time and chance, there is no way one can prepare for victorious living where we are always guaranteed success. That leads Solomon to some degree of frustration. Some may have their time when they are only 20 years. Others may have to wait for their at 50. Waiting for our time can be frustrating. In this waiting period, we compare ourselves with friends whom we have even worked harder than yet are making it in life. You may have trained all night long, yet it may not be reflecting on the field. You have to wait for your time, and while at it, we ought not to stop preparing and clinging on to opportunities that may come our way. We may not have power over time. However, it will be disheartening if that time comes disguised as an opportunity we took for granted. For us to be in the place we wish to be, we need both time and chance. As we bring the opportunities our way, and time will make all the conditions favorable for us. If it is not one's time yet, all opportunities that come their way end in vain. To end today's episode, I would like to share the story of Shanice Taylor, a designer from Barbados who experienced a life change in May 2021. She was a small-scale designer who used to knit craft wares and sell to her local clientele. A friend of her bought one of her products and gave it as a gift to international star Rihanna. Shanice's life forever changed when Rihanna decided to wear that her design to promote a new beauty product. From a local artisan with less than 500 followers on social media to international fame and thousands of followers just in a moment. What I'm trying to say is there is no such thing as waiting for the right time. Just keep doing what you know how to do best so that when time and chance align perfectly, you will be ready for your breakthrough. Thank you once again for joining me on this episode titled Time and Chance. I can't wait to hear from you. Please don't forget to subscribe to my podcast on any platform you are listening from, be it Apple, Google, Spotify, etc., so you don't miss my subsequent episodes. Till we meet again, take care of yourself and be safe out there. I remain your host, Stephen Akindayomi. Bye for now and stay blessed. Be positive.